So there needs to be a little bit of work lah. So my main KPI at Touch and Go is use the company money to make people happy. So those are some of the things that I do. So for today's session, we'll be sharing with you Lead with TNG Digital. So I'm pretty sure you guys would like to know more about what is LEAP. So that is basically our DNA, but I'll share with you further on later as well. So we'll have a few things that we are excited to share with you. First thing of all, we want to share with you about TNG Digital, Touch and Go Group as a whole. And after that, we have a special guest, which is also your alumnus over here today. When he heard the attendance list just now, he said, already, Alama, I remember all of the classes that I didn't go last time. So you can ask him, how did he make it without going to class? No, just joking. So and then after that, the meat of the talk today is by our Miss Yuan. She will share with you how you can empower your career journey. I think I just saw a bit of the slide from Dr. Lisha just now, Ikigai, finding your purpose. This will ring through with what are the content that Yuan will share with you today. And later on, we have some Q&A and photo session because we want to memorize all of this session with you. Right? Are you guys excited? Come on. This is not my first time coming to UOWKDU. Okay, this is my third time already. So last time, the students last time very semangat lah. So can you guys be more semangater than that? Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, so make sure later you guys ask questions and answer questions so you get prizes, okay, from us. So starting off, company overview. So what you need to know about Touch and Go Digital. So how many of you here uses any Touch and Go products itself? Raise of hand. All right, so what do you guys use? Just shout it out. Touch and Go card. All right. Any other thing? The app itself. Right. Any other thing? Alipay. Yeah, can sort of. Yeah. Any other products? TNG Visa. All right, that's good. Sorry, another one? IC. IC. Oh, okay. Yeah, IC got Touch and Go. So right. Okay, can. Right. So what you need to know about Touch and Go Digital itself is that we are, as an entity, we are called Touch and Go Group. Within Touch and Go Group itself, you will have Touch and Go and also Touch and Go Digital. We are the same, but also different in the way what is our business offerings itself. In Touch and Go, you will see a lot of mobility, toll, parking, products such as Touch and Go card, RFID, to name just a few. And in Touch and Go Digital, pull-up is all of your e-wallet stuff, your financial products and stuff like that. So you can still use your Touch and Go apps to also reload your NFC cards and stuff, your charms and all that. So we coexist together. So in that sense, actually about us is CIMB basically owns part of Touch and Go Group, Touch and Go Center. And within that group itself, you will see that there are about 5 stakeholders, which is our stakeholder for Touch and Go Digital, which is the operator of Touch and Go e-wallet. So whenever you balik kampung, you talk about toll kan, or you talk about Touch and Go Digital, then you can share with your family that, oh, actually, they are not really one company, there are 2 companies under Touch and Go Group itself. So some of the things that we strive to do at Touch and Go Digital, of course, is to be number 1 in fintech. So that's what we aim to do. And also, we want to be the household brand that everyone is proud of in Malaysia. So that's why we also involved for WhatsApp. Like you can see, we are the most preferred e-wallet in Malaysia for last year. And also, we were the fintech of the year. This is, again, in conjunction with all of the hard work and also all of the experiences that has been shared by our team, which today you will have the pleasure of learning about their learning and development journey by our Miss Yuan. Right. Moving on, just a quick snippet of the group itself, just to share with you how does Touch and Go Digital work. So of course, we have our CEO, Alan, and within this group itself, you will see there are different functions between the description of the role. So you have the business group who goes out, markets and whatnot, and then you have the control functions, because we are highly regulated, being in fintech industry, we have our audits and whatnot. We also have our core enabler group who make sure that all of the functionality of the apps happens, and you have the most important team there, which is HR, which I'm in that team itself, right? Which is the support function. So we have a lot of the analytics in the support function there as well. So this makes up the management team in Touch and Go itself. So what is our vision and mission? Number one, our vision is to become leading digital payment and also financial services provider. We are not just talking about topping up your touch and go card and stuff like that. We are looking at making sure that there is a lifestyle within TNG itself. We support your lifestyle. You can just pay for stuff using your touch and go. You can invest within touch and go. You can pay parking with touch and go. You can also take up insurance with touch and go. So we want to be able to service our dearest customers with all of these services as well. And number two, our mission is to make sure that all Malaysians are able to live and pay transact safely and conveniently. This rings true with some of the regulations that we've gone through, which we are not obligated to do so because we are not a bank, but we do it to make sure that everyone feels secure when they are using Touch 'n Go digital, the e-wallet itself. Right. So how many of you know where we are located without looking at the slides, even though that's there already? All right, so we are located not at the heart of KL, maybe at the liver of KL, just down below, which is at Bangsa South. Still got traffic jam, but once you reach Bangsa South itself, it's a very nice area. So some of the things that you can do there is you can come early, take a walk like Yuan, early in the morning when she arrives in the office. Like myself, I go and buy coffee and stuff like that. It's a very nice area. And there's a lot of convenience around us. So over there, we have Spears, Nexus, Vertical, and stuff like that. Why am I sharing you all this? Is because I want you to know that the place is very nice. That's no other take away from this time. All right, for the office floor itself, in Bangsa South, we are located at Tabung Haji. So if you guys envision yourself being an intern or working at Touch 'n Go Digital itself, these are some of the floors that we have. Most of the floors actually in that building is with Touch 'n Go itself. TNG Digital, we are from level 2, 3, 3A, and 5. 6, 7, 8 is actually our counterpart with Touch 'n Go, Sundrian Berhad. And then after that, we got level 10 all for technology itself. So AJ sits there, so you can ask him what he does over there at level 10. Then the PS5 there, I'm just telling you, I don't know if he does go, just pay PS5 there. Later, he will share with you. Right. For our business, I'll have a video for you guys to have a look to understand further all about the e-wallet itself. Oh, no sound. Oh, okay. So, what did you guys get out of the video itself? Anyone? Widespread. Widespread in terms of products. All right. Okay. Cool. Any other takeaway from the video? But Alicia, they're not asking questions without very point. No worry. So from the video itself, we want to share with you, again, it's not just about transaction, it's also about the way how we live in Malaysia, making things cashless to ensure that there's also ease of use in terms of safety and also in terms of things that you can do within the app itself. So there are three things that Touch 'n Go Digital strive for. One is convenience, second one is confidence, And the third one is in terms of rewarding. In terms of convenience, we want to be able to make sure that wherever you go, you want to go buy Kropok Lego or you want to go buy your tahu bakar or whatsoever, everything will be acceptable using Touch and Go itself through our e-wallet. That's one thing. The next level is to make sure that when you go outside of Malaysia, you want to go abroad, you want to go to a music festival or you want to go jalan-jalan, we want to make sure that there's also ease of use when you use the e-wallet, which means that more safety for you. You don't have to change currency so much. You can just use the e-wallet and then you can also pay at a different country like China or even Singapore or even some other countries like Japan, stuff like that. We also want to make sure that within the e-wallet itself, there are online and in-store payment that you can do. And lastly, it's all about mobility. Again, you can just use it anywhere streamlined. So that's one portion of it. Second one is in terms of confidence. So with a lot of these e-wallets, you know that it's your money. We want you to feel confident when you put your money there. So we make sure that we are highly regulated. We are the first and only e-wallet in Malaysia that is actually going through all of the regulation that a bank is supposed to do so. And we are actually the first to do it even before the bank. The bank Bank Negara loves us so much, they call us to share with the bank how are we able to do this? So that's our number one testament of how we want to make sure that everyone feels confidence. We also protected by money back guarantee policy. And lastly, we have a very strong technology team, risk team, compliance team that make sure that all our products is compliant as well and safe, right? And lastly, in terms of rewarding, this is something new that we are embarking to make sure that when you use Touch and Go e-wallet, there's more for you as well. There's value in it. So there's points and whatnot. And one of the campaign that we have just launched is actually, if you look at our Touch and Go digital Instagram page, it's called Goyang Goyang. I don't know why Goyang Goyang, but you can have a look. So it's a very cool initiative campaign that we've just launched, Goyang Goyang. So have a look at that. So we want to make sure that all of the users in Malaysia, because we're not talking about small numbers. When you talk about Touch and Go, everyone will surely have it in comparison to maybe a debit card or a credit card. If you talk about Touch and Go, it's not just adults, kids also use it for their journey to go shopping with their friends and stuff like that. So we have a lot of user database. So at the end of the day, we also want to make sure that everyone feel rewarded while they are using our Touch and Go wallet. So these are the three key things that we look into in our product. Now I just want to speed through in terms of our DNA. So what makes Touch and Go e-wallet what it is today? So back in 2022 or 2021, we were just about 200 people of us, just around that. But now we are actually growing to 500. We even have a team abroad that we just launched our HQ in China as well. So altogether, it's about 700, close to 700 of employees in Touch and Go e-wallet. And all of them live and breathe lead. So what is lead? Lead is love. I love my job every day. Coming here, driving to I love my job. So the second one is entrepreneurship, making sure that everyone has that mindset that we are businessmen of our own. That is what my CEO always tells us as well. You charter your own journey. You are the businessman. You own Touch and Go e-wallet because whatever products that you push is also part of your work. So that is part of Ikigai, finding your purpose in the company. So, sorry, Yuan, I chewed your thunder a bit. Thank you very much. So the next one is agility. With a very fast-growing company, you need to be agile, not just to walk fast, macam you're busy. No, we also work with different divisions. Let's say for tech, they work a lot with our product team. Product team work a lot with our compliance team. And then they all come to HR and Mara HR, where's my bonus? Stuff like that. So that's how agile we work like. So in a nutshell, jokes aside, it's a very agile-based work because we are known to be a very fast company and also we have a very startup concept. We are still very fast in terms of running. So once you join, it's not just run, it's also fly and stuff like that. But of course, with a lot of guidance and support from the team itself. And lastly, with all of this, you have the love, you have the entrepreneurship, you have the agility. The next thing that you need to have is endurance. You need to have the stamina. And how do you have that? It's by having passion. You have to have the passion to go above and beyond. I think this is something that we struggle as Gen Z, like myself. So we struggle with having the passion. Kepala botak cakap Gen Z. So I think this is something that we struggle, but not just Gen Z, with everyone, I think. We struggle to find the passion in what we want to do, and especially in work, because we feel that, okay, we go to work, we get our salary, we go back home, that's the end of it. But sometimes with passion comes the ability to endure and also to give more than what it takes. So this is one thing that I learned when I came here from my last visit to UW. I was with a gaming studio. They talk a lot about the work crunch, having to work more than what's needed when they have deliverables and stuff like that. So why do artists do this? Because they care about the work that they do. They care so much about the product that they want to present to the customers. So they put their passion in it to make sure that whatever end product that they furnish is something that is as of value. So yeah, that's part of it. I think I think you look familiar. I think you were in one of the talk previously, one of the game talk. I don't know how this is. Sorry, yeah, you look very familiar. Right. Moving on to next. My KPI. This is something that I like to shout about. My KPI in Touch and Go is to use our money and have fun. So one of the things that we do to make sure that our employees live and breathe our DNA is number one, we have a lot of this activity. We ask people to dress up. We have competition, which is our annual dinner. We celebrate not just one, but all festivities. We makan. We make sure that everything, Deepavali makan, Raya makan, Chinese New Year makan. We make sure that we have all of these initiatives, not just to makan, but also to collaborate and bond with not just within Touch and Go Digital, but also within the Touch and Go Sdn team. We also take care of our employee mental health, and not just mental health, physical wellness and stuff like that. You can see Yuan there enjoying a very nice massage. This is from the Blind Association of Malaysia. We invited them. We also have batik painting classes. And then this is one of my favorite lah. For no reason, I just buy ice cream for everyone and then they come makan ice cream together in the evening. So simple things matters to us. We also have Olympics here in Touch and Go Digital. We have TNG Innovative Group Challenge for students, for interns who are interested to tackle some of our problem statement here at TNG. So the prize is very lucrative. Not only that they want a trip to visit Touch and Go, they also want an employment, which is very rare for competition to give you employment. But it's up to them to take it. It's not like you have to take it, but this is part of the innovation that we want to share with the students itself. Right? We also go out to make sure that our brands are heard. So that's why we have the banner here today. So if anyone wants to go to a GCA career fair, be sure to look out for.
Hello, we didn't hear anything.
Can't hear. So sorry.
Oh, don't worry, we'll make sure that it's sorted out. Okay, for now, you just look at my and so these are some of the things that we are proud of in Touch and Go Digital. Right. So in a nutshell, what I want to share with you for all of the slides that I've just gone through just now, the product is the product. It is what it is because you have a team that is living and breathing the DNA, the culture of what we want to inculcate. So without a good team, you surely won't have a good product. Similarly, in your assignment, if your project assignment that you do, if you don't have a good team member, of course you will copy your friends punya work last minute, submit it tomorrow, something to that effect lah. But this is what I want you to take away when you look for employment, not just in TNG Digital, not just in whatever career journey that you choose. When you work, try and find passion. Try and find what you're good at, and try and find products that is related to what you're looking for, coming back to Ikigai. And thank you, that's all from me. I would like now to invite your alumnus to share more about his journey in Touch 'n Go Digital. Warm welcome for Mr. AJ.
Very good morning, everyone, and thank you for Dr. Ko and Dr. Alisha to be here today. So it feels weird to be back here. Because the last time that I stood on stage was during foundation, then MCO took place, and the only thing happened was online classes. And I only meet Mr. Ko like in my final 2 semesters, for like 5 class in a straight row. So yeah, it's good to be back here. Hope you guys are doing fine. Just curious, are you guys from foundation, degree, diploma? Degree. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so just a bit about myself. I'm Ajay, and to quote back on Ahmad, I do not belong to level 10. Okay. I belong to the risk division, which is placed in level 4, but I would be in level 10 most of my time because the PS5 is there. So, and there's a very nice sofa there that you can literally sleep during lunch hour. So, my path has been a very smooth sailing path since I joined KNGD. I joined them last year, January. I finished my classes here following year 2022, October-ish. Did my intern in a different place, and then I headed for KNGD. The learning curve is extremely high, and it's very good to be a fresh grad over there. Because to be honest, I'm not sure how many of you guys know, we have 21 million DKYC data, which is the largest in the industry for now. We are right after JPN. JPN has all our IT data, and we are having IC space, which is quite a big, wholesome thing for us to take care of. So we from information risk are actually tasked to manage the proper data flow and everything. So we work very closely with IT security. I'm not sure if any cybersecurity students are in the house today. So besides the group. So yeah, we work very closely with IT security and other divisions because I think risk as a whole, we have touch point in every single division. So every single C level you guys see just now, we have to communicate to them on at least on a weekly or monthly basis to understand operations. Besides that, I think PNGD is really a good place to work at. I'm not sugarcoating it or whatsoever, but I'm being truly honest. It's a very comfortable place. Like now I'm here, but my tendency counted there when I'm not on leave or whatsoever. And I can just go back to office like around 12 or I need to make a picture of answering that. So yeah, it's a very comfortable place and a high learning curve. Our technology side is a place that you can learn a lot because we build everything in-house. There's no outsourcing business with us. When it comes to IT security, is also we manage everything in-house. Besides SOT, which is outsourced. When it comes to product, we have something called Go Pruner, which is a new initiative that the HR team has actually launched. Where if you have an idea that you think is realistic and is feasible, then you can actually present it to the senior management and also the company will fund the project. So we have multiple projects under Go Pruner right now. So yeah, I saw the time allocated for me is 30 minutes, but I don't think I have a lot of 30 minutes. The only thing I can tell you guys is like scan the QR code and start applying for job review. The HR is very fast. So yeah, thank you all.
Hey, not yet. Not yet. Stand there. I have a question for you because you guys not asking question yet, and then you answer it. So AJ, can you share with us your journey from graduating to joining Touch 'n Go yourself? You said that it was a high learning curve. So what was the learning curve for you?
Okay, this is I should have wrote answers down actually. Okay, so I joined PNGD last January, which was before my graduation. I graduated last in November. Quite cacat lah, man. Cannot do anything. So I finished classes, I joined work, then I get graduated. So the learning curve that I'm speaking about is that in cybersecurity, we learn a lot about theory and also practical pen tests. Network security, I'm looking at Mr. Gu because he's my mentor here. So when I joined PNGD, there was a lot more to learn. There's industry practices that we need to understand, the risk methodology. And in PNGD, we are quite different from other risk divisions out there. We are very data-based risk. We talk with numbers, or not, we don't talk with.
All right, okay, thank you so much. So can you share further what is your current role and responsibility at PNGD?
Okay, so currently I'm the information risk analyst. What I do is when I newly joined, I started off giving cyber awareness training and also phishing simulation. phishing simulation is that we would send a malicious email, a safe malicious email to you guys. If you guys clicked on it, and good luck. You guys need to do another 70 minutes training with it. So you have the 30 minutes training beforehand. You get caught in the phishing email, you got another 70 minutes training. So that's what we usually do. And then that's where I started. This year onwards, I'm actually exposed more to risk assessments, be it product or company or third-party risk assessment. Besides that, I do gap analysis for everything we have Bank Negara, because our good Bank Negara, to support customer interest, they tend to have a very tight security, and awareness is more on a quarterly basis to us. So I do that, and finally I do PCI DSS, which is the biggest exercise that would last at least for 3 to 4 months a year.
All right, thank you, AJ. Any question from the group that you guys want to find out from your alumni? No. Any question? All right, if not, one last question from my end, AJ. You have your team here. Basically, you're an alumni here. Maybe you want to give what's your advice for students who graduating that's looking for a career in Touch and Go, or maybe looking for a career in fintech itself? What should you prepare for?
Advice thing coming to the wrong place. I'm too young to give advice. I just joined last year. So I think the best thing you can do is being notified of everything, especially the world is going too fast. When I was here, there's nothing called ChatGPT. If there was, I think I get A for all my assignments, man. So, so yeah, once I left, Gen AI came in, and it's actually manipulating the world in a very different manner. So I think the best thing humans we can do is to keep ourselves up with it, like try to make use full benefit of Gen AI and so on, and also get certified. You know, it's a international certification body, so it's also better to do that.
All right, okay. Thank you so much, AJ. A round of applause, everyone. So don't worry, if you guys malu-malu to ask questions just now because we're all up here on stage, we have a Q&A session later on where you guys can also network with us and just talk with us. So again, joining me today is not just myself. We have Yuan, we have AJ. We also have our recruiter here, Charles Nizam. Also have my partner in crime who spends the company's money to have fun every month. Right? So that's about it about the sharing of Touch and Go Digital. We want to share with you again, not just the products, but also the work that we do here. And also we want to bring our number one example, like AJ, to showcase with you guys how you can transition from school, from university to work life itself. Right. So that wraps up our portion today. So now we are moving on to our next session. I'm very excited to call up Miss Ko Yuan. You can call her Yuan to share with you further about how you should empower your career learning. Round of applause for Yuan.
Hello. I wonder how Dr. Alicia can actually talk like this and everybody can hear without mask. So I'm not going to waste my energy and use my mic instead, because this session is going to be 45 minutes. I'm not going to say bear with me, but 45 minutes is going to be quite fast. And this is a content that I just came out with. Thank you so much, Dr. Alicia, for inviting. It is a pleasure to be here, and this is how it feels like to be a lecturer in university. I one dream of being a lecturer. My dream is just a dream. And now I'm standing here working in TNGD, and now talking to you, sharing with you. Actually, a disclaimer before I start. I'm going to share with you my own personal journey, and also something to do with TNGD, but mostly my personal journey in my career, and also in a way that it will hopefully will help you and inspire you in your career journey. So hence why we call it Empower Your Career Journey. And this is a professional development where if you go to the corporate world or any work that you do, any work that you do, what do you need to know about yourself? So like just now, Dr. Alicia talked about Ikigai. I'm going to take that again and again about Ikigai. So it's not really just about Ikigai, but I'm going to link that back to what we're going to be doing. I'm not going to talk so much in a sense where caring is concerned. We're going to do some activity too. So I can see a lot of people, you're on the laptop. Be present in a lot of way that I hope that this will inspire you in some way. Okay, so let's start. Okay, before I start, I have a few questions here for you guys. Who is excited to path your own career here? Who is here because Dr. Alicia asked you to be here? Very honest, your student, Dr. Alicia. All right. I got another question. Okay, so I'll just go to my slides. So it's a bit different. I want to immerse in myself actually. This is an opportunity for me to go back and reminiscent about my own journey. And furthermore, it's still going on. And I want to go back to immerse myself. It's like traveling the world. Who likes to travel here? Everybody, right? I don't know anybody who don't like to travel actually. So, and the next question I'm gonna ask is: do you think your career is a road trip or a ladder? No prize on this one. Later I got the answer. Do you think it's a road trip or a ladder? A road trip. Hands up. A ladder? A ladder where you go up, and in the end you want to be a CEO one day. A ladder. So it's like half, right? So there's no right or wrong because the journey is yours. Right? And for me, I would share that your career is actually, okay, so this is what I'm going to talk about. Okay. What your career is a road trip. Why I think it's a road trip? Because first, you are in the driver's seat. So you are in the driver's seat. You are the one who wants to go into the car. You are the one who's driving, and you have energy to drive where you want to go. Right? That is because you are the driver of your own life. And secondly, you control the speed. How fast you want to go? You want to go, you want to go to a fast-paced career, a company, go great. Actually, it's a fast-paced company. 1 year is equivalent to 3 years, okay? For your information. Okay. Right? Three is you choose your destination. When they say that career is a journey, is the destination. Do you know where you want to go or not after this? Anybody know for sure where they want to go after this, after they graduate? Hands up. You know, right? But somewhat you know actually. You know what you like. You know what's your strength. You know where you're going to go. That's how you end up in your communication and in the degree that you are taking now, because you know you like something like this, right? So we might not know where we're going, but somewhat with a map, we know where we would like to go. Okay. Number 4 is you will take detours. Road trips, not smooth, never smooth. I had a few road trips. It was never smooth. Got lost in the jungle and had to go back, learn and everything. So you will have challenges. Of course, life is not built of roses, right? Your study in your degree, there will be challenges. And number 5, you share the road with others. This is very important. Your career is yourself. You are the driver. But in that journey, in that road trip, there are a lot of other road users. Or in that road trip, you have friends that you go with, right? So you need people there to support you and to give you like, yay, go ahead. Yeah, I have a team here who is like, go, you got it. Especially Emily here is like, you got it. Because I did this like until late last night, and then it's like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. But of course, I have something to share with you guys. Right, so that is why I think career is a good trip. My career is not, I would like to go up, of course, but in some way it's a road trip where I want to go up to. Of course, you want to, increase your salary along the way. You want to get promoted and things like that, because life has to progress, right? Okay, this is what a mantra not the only mantra that I follow, but the world is your oyster. It's my oyster. Everything we go, even at this moment that I'm talking to you, it's a learning curve. It's an opportunity to share with you my experience, and hopefully you will get something out of this, right? And living the world is your oyster means going after what you truly want. When other people say you should do this, you should do this. So it's on your own terms. Okay, enough of that. But I'm just going to begin with telling my personal journey here. My whole career. It's not so long, okay? So I want to immerse my. Actually, it's really, really nice to put up these slides. I love the slides because I love to travel so much that I come up with my career journey. It's ongoing, okay? You can see the sun going forward. Okay, so I want to begin that I want to be a psychologist after I graduate. No, after high school. Today I want to be a psychologist because I know that I'm good with people and I know I like to solve people's problems. Okay, I like to solve people's problems. I know that I'm good with people, and mostly is probably the extra gift of being empathetic. Okay, but things change. Pressure. You remember the world is my oyster kind of thing. The pressure from the external, parents ask you to do something else. I studied science, I did biotech, and I graduated in biotechnology. Wow. Okay. So I do love learning science, and being in a lab coat seems very cool. And then do all these science experiments. I went, when I graduated, I went into learning research and development, doing scientific work, doing clinical research with the company. And that was, I stayed in that company for almost 10 years. But in the middle, I got so bored with the four walls of doing research and development and doing research papers. I just want to go. I just want to get out, but opportunity came. So you think of it like your career is not set somehow. There will be some detours, like I say, and hence I was offered by my HR director then to be the CEO, Chief Entertainment Officer. I was the Chief Entertainment Officer. I did employee engagement, and also I did most of the communication of that company. Biotechnology student doing this? Well, because the director saw that I love people, I can handle the people, I can do certain things like, a lot of all this fun stuff. Okay. So hence I'm the CEO of that company. But after a while, there's nothing much more to learn. About 3-4 years, keep on organizing events after events. Imagine I have to buy mandarin oranges for Chinese New Year every time because of lion dance. I had to every time I think about it, it's like, oh, it's fun. For the second year, why do I have to do this? I have to buy pomelo, and then I remember once I bought the wrong lettuce. Because the lion ate Chinese lettuce, I bought the Western lettuce, but still they ate the lettuce. So anyway, it was learning curve a lot of it, but there are times that I ask myself year after year, why am I doing the same thing? There's no growth. So I wanted to go and see the growth. So I took the nudge to ask my CEO, can I take a 1-year sabbatical? Wow, surprisingly. Apparently it doesn't happen to everyone. I was very lucky because the CEO is from a European country, Germany. And they said, why not? Okay, so 1 year off, you come back, you still can get a job. Why not? Okay. So I asked, and then I went for a 1-year sabbatical break. What did I do? I I go around the world. But I'll tell you more about that later. So when I came back, that was back in 2015. When I came back here, I still got a job. And that's hence I went off. I will let you know the reason why I went off later on. Okay. And when I came back, I got my job back, still with the CEO position. Maybe. And CEO position is getting bored because company is not doing very well. So I don't have budget for a lot of things. So that's time to go. And I went to become a trainer for external providers. So I was a trainer on the job. I wasn't trained to be a trainer. I had to train on the job. So a lot of things that you're pushed to the limit and you may not know what you can do. So hence I was pushed to that limit. It was very tough for me. All right, it's challenging and I had to do a lot of training and doing and doing sales outside. There was a lot of down movement, but what I got from there is what built me up to doing daily movement in corporate. So I went back to corporate. So if you know that being an external provider, you need to go out there and sell, right? Hey, I got this training, please come and please take this training program from me and so on and so forth, right? But being corporate, you are the one, you are the client. I prefer to be client. I prefer to be with the employees because I get to grow with them. Okay, and hence now that I'm in learning to learn and also talent with TNGD, it is a growing continuous journey. Right, but it doesn't stop there. You see the sun is still moving up and down. So this is also an opportunity where I can develop professionally, where I believe that when you share something or you teach something, you will get most of that. Okay, so next, I told you I'm going to tell you more about my sabbatical, right? Because I learned that the most, and that is why I say that is my definition of a career enhancement. It's not conventional. Could you think of career enhancement is maybe you will go and take some certification. You might want to take a master degree after this. Maybe some of you will think of doing that. But my definition of a career enhancement was that actually this is just the surface lah. But inside is I just want to go and see the world and I want to explore the world. So what I did was I went volunteering to save money on accommodation and also food. I work with organization that is global. So I signed up for a global organization called Workaway, and it is like an internship. So I go there, I have to apply for a job, and then the people there will see my sort of profile. Okay, I can hire you. So what do I do? So I started in China, and then I teach English and where to the students, and of course I get free accommodation and food, so I can save money from there, right? Because a lot of the cost comes from transportation and also the rest of the accommodation. So next, I think the most memorable one, it is the most memorable one was I worked in a ranch, a Mongolian ranch. So that was 2 weeks. I didn't shower for 2 weeks. Okay, I didn't shower for 2 weeks, and no water. After 2 weeks, you don't imagine, okay? But I didn't shower for 2 weeks. It's a ranch, and toilet was a hole, and you're sleeping in some can, and the Mongolian, you have the yurt and all, so you have some can there. I remember very clearly that I had to herd 100 goats and goats, yeah, and that's my first time. And the host is like, just use this cane and then just cha. Okay, well, my first time herding the goat. Yeah, and then she's like ask me to just cha the goat, because there's two options, whether you want to use the horse to herd or you walk to herd. I cannot ride the horse. I cannot even jump. I mean, you look at me, it's like, how am I gonna up? I mean, how do I climb up the horse? Yeah, but yeah, I did. You can see some of my horse picture there. So that was a lesson for me because I thought goat herding was like, huckleberry. You know that I don't know, very long time story that you just very relaxed and then you see the goat eat grass. Actually, it's not. So I had to go the vast land of the Mongolian vast land for 8 hours outside to just see the goat eat. Okay. But unfortunately, I couldn't bring the goat home because I thought the goat can just go home and by themselves and I need to follow, but I couldn't. So it was a very stressful moment for me that time. I learned to be from that that experience. I learned to be assertive. I'm still learning to be assertive until this day because the goat doesn't want to hear me out and go home because of that. I really that experience still with me until today. And the goat teach me how to be assertive. You might think what happened right after that. I thought lucky I asked for the host phone number in the morning in case, right? So I called her using like the international line. I'm lost. There was a vast land. I'm facing the sunset. The sun is setting. I don't know where I am. And so she came. She's a Mongolian lady. So she came with her horse. If you know Genghis Khan, that is the feeling that I think that she's like the Genghis Khan, the woman version. And then she came with a horse. And when she came with a horse, all the goats get up and then they went back. So that lesson for me was so powerful that even the goat doesn't want to hear me out. So very sad. So I learned to be assertive until this day. Right. And that lesson really defined how I am today. I'll talk back about that. It's like a few years ago. So this is like a short snippet of what I learned. That I shared this long time ago, like maybe from my previous company. I don't know whether you can see at the back. What are my 10 lessons? I'm not going to go through all of them. Like they'll go through one by one. 10 lessons that I've learned along that 1 year of my career break. So the first one is have a goal, don't just dream. So if you're here today and you're listening to me and what's my goal and all, when you set that goal, doesn't mean that you will get there. But if you have enough in you, then you will get there. So don't just dream. That's how I said I want to be lecturer, right? It is still a dream, but now I'm sort of like a trainer, so it's still the same. Right. Second one, if I don't ask, I won't know what I will get. Ask questions. Be curious. I was once, I think it's culture maybe. Students like have questions, but I will ask you after that. But in class, like teacher or a lecturer or doctor or whoever, I got this question. For me, this is relevant because I asked my CEO if I can go for a break. Imagine if I didn't ask that I can go for a break. Imagine if I went off without a job coming back. So I asked him if I can go. So even now, it is applicable in my career now. I'm going to ask my CEO maybe, for agreement, for promotion, that kind of thing. So if you don't ask, you won't get it. Right? Number 3. What's my number 3? Some things need to be believed to be seen. What I meant by this is you have to do it. Actions, not just on paper. Okay? Action speaks a lot. Number 4 is learning to grade myself. So when I go for this journey, my mantra was, I want to go and find myself. But if I don't know myself, how am I going to find myself? So I want to recreate myself. And in this term, I want to find what's my strength, what's my skills, and then I want to recreate that or bring it up. Number 5, if it scares you, it might be a good thing to try. Ask yourself, what are you scared of? You can think about it. If you're fear of heights, if you're maybe animals, if you're a failure, a lot of times that is what we are scared of. So my sharing here is, if you're scared, go ahead, go lunch on it. Of course, we calculated with Jay, don't just go and jump off, And I mean, I did a lot of other things that really scare me, like bungee jumping and skydiving. Those I'm really scared of that. I cannot sleep before my scheduled bungee jump in New Zealand. I just imagine all the possibility. I might die, the rope might snap, and then I would be and end up in the river or something like that. What would my parents be and all? But that didn't. And I just did that. Right. Don't worry about what others think. Especially your parents also. Do whatever. It's ironic, do whatever you want. But also a lot of times, we are so fear. Another thing we fear is fear of judgment. What would they think? What would you think of yourself before that? Because you are yourself here. You don't need to report to other people. I mean, in your job, you need to report to somebody, but it is you yourself here that you have to satisfy, not other people. Number 7, you don't need a lot to live here. You can see it's a small picture of me. I had a backpack for a year and then lived with that for a year. So if you think my message here is, while you go for a career journey or you start a work, be humble. Always be humble with what you have. Be grateful for what you have. You are here because you are lucky enough to have a degree, to go on and study. Maybe some people just don't have that. So we have to be really thankful all the time. Number 8, very important, because I will go back to TNGD. This is being agile. And here, agile is to be adaptable and comfortable with uncomfortability. There's a lot of things that you need to get out of comfort zone, right? And here, when I talk about that during my travel, I had to go for couch surfing. I don't know whether couch surfing and hitchhiking really resonate with you guys. Do you know what is that? Hitchhiking, do you know? Couch surfing? Yeah, those days. It was very popular thing to do. Like couch surfing is you apply to stay in somebody's house, and they will give you a couch to sleep on. And not everybody can do that. So I find hosts that is maybe lady hosts or maybe a couple with kids along the way, and they don't provide me so far. They provide me a bed and a bedroom. So it's for free. So what I do in return is to share culture. Like I will cook nasi lemak for them. I will cook chicken rice for them, take care of their baby. So in return, they give me at that bed. So that's couch surfing. I surf around and find for couch. So that's couch surfing. Hitchhiking is, of course, that is the road in Poland. Yeah. So I was hitchhiking to, where was that? Warsaw. Yeah. And you just hitchhike and just pray that somebody will stop and take you somewhere. So that is one of the things that makes me quite uncomfortable that time, but I did it anyway. So it teaches you a lot of things there. Number 9 is be childlike, not childish. It's really something that I really, really like, and in a way where this is a picture of a Mongolian child, and he's just like so cute and reminds me to be childlike, where being a child is very like they're always curious. So be always curious to find out what you don't like, what you like. Okay, in that sense. And number 10, reflect. Never let the experience roll. I got one question to ask you. Do you learn more from experience? Is that correct or wrong? Do you learn more from experience? Do you learn from experience? Yes or no?
Of course.
Of course. Yes. Thank you. So that's half right. That's half right. You learn best from reflecting from that experience. So if you don't reflect on the experience, it might go to waste halfway. Oh yeah, so nice. I climbed the mountain. I did this and I did that, right? But okay, that's fine. I did that. I posted. I shared it in social media or whatsoever. But if you don't sit down and reflect what lessons I've learned here, then half of it gone down the drain. So reflection is very important. So later one activity I will invite you is join me in reflection session. All right, so that's my pen, which I went back. I was trying to find this piece of thing when I prepared this, and it brings me back to that 1 year journey. It was really fun that I want to go back there. But I got no money now. Right, not no money now, there's no budget for that. Right, to begin everything, I want to introduce you to the foundation. Okay, so here the foundation is self-awareness. So self-awareness is a foundation of personal and professional growth. How many of you here are very aware of yourself? Like you know yourself so much. Very good. Like you don't know who you are. The rest just don't know who you are. Don't know. Or you just like, okay, right. Why it matters to be self-aware? So when you're self-aware, you want to have that clarity, what I like and what I don't like. And you want to align your personal principles to what is around you. Okay. And once you have that, you can adapt to any situation. The war girl, flirt girl, all those kind of disaster girl, you can adapt. And once you have that, you can improve your decision making and enhance your leadership. And hence you continue to grow in your journey. So think of self-awareness as a compass. You can see that. I just love the slide. The compass here is your self-awareness is like a compass giving you through, imagine you're lost in the jungle. And if you're not aware that what you can do and what skills you have, then you might not get on it. So with that compass, it provides you direction and clarity. In professional life, there's so many uncertainties, and hence you need to find your North Star. So a lot of people say, find your North Star, North Star. What is this North Star? North Star is your compass north position. And that is your value, your principle, what you believe in, and also where you want to go. Okay, so now we go into 3 steps. There are 3 steps that I would like to share with you. This is not this is not like right or wrong. It is just a research from myself and the resources that I can get. Okay, ChatGPT included. See, you can use such technology to find certain resources. All right, step 1. Identify your business strength. Okay, this is going to be an activity. I need your full attention here. When everyone here know your strength, do you know your strengths?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. What's your name? What do I call you? You. Okay. He's very responsive, right? You know, you, right? Okay. So your personal strengths, you know your personal strengths? Name me some.
Drawing.
You're good in drawing.
I can do game programming.
In programming. Good.
I'm good at math. I suck at Chinese.
Strengths. That's good. That's good. Right. So everyone, you will know your strengths, but I'm going to go through with you how to identify that. That is your real strength. Okay, come join me. Right. I wanted to ask you all to bring out your pen and paper, but Dr. Alicia that digital, use your phone. You know why I don't want to ask you to use your phone? Because once you open your you click on your phone, there's messages, there's notification, then you will check, you reply the message, then you're off of this exercise for it. Okay, but anyhow, I cannot avoid all that. So the first thing, pick up your pen, paper, or whatever. The first thing I want you to do is to be comfortable. You can have your pen and paper or your phone, your notepad, whatever that is. Or if you think that this is not your cup of tea, so you can just skip this. Right. First is to reflect on your past success. Okay, think about recent accomplishment or success, whether it's your academic, professional. People admire you a professional and also your personal achievements. So think of the last success. Your achievement, the recent accomplishment. Think of that. You can write it down or you can think of when was it. While I'm doing this with you, I'm also thinking of mine. I managed to finish this. Okay, recent accomplishment. Can be personal, can be academic. I scored the last exam 3 weeks ago.
Next and then last.
Last.
April.
Okay. So they might have got their score already. Okay. Another accomplishment. I got A. Okay. Right. So achievement or accomplishment, write down specific tasks or actions you took to achieve this success. So maybe you put on more effort or time to study more, take more effort and time to connect with people, work with your team to make the project successful. So name those specific tasks. Right. So that's reflection on your past success. Think of the skill and strengths that bring you this accomplishment. Maybe it's your time management skills, maybe your project management skill. Maybe you're very determined to get that distinction. That determination works. That extra mile that you go works. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one. Identify feedback and praise. Think of the time think of the moment that you get praise and feedback. Hey, you're really good in that presentation or this project. Your lecturer say that you wrote that piece of articles as well. And you did, Dr. Alicia, inspire your students to go extra mile. So feedback and praise to identify that when is those moments that you go through. And if you can identify, that is identify what are the skills that they actually give that praise or that feedback. Hey, I think you wrote that piece really well. Like I said just now, that skills. Or you communicate well with your team members. Okay. Right, you got all that? Explore activities that energize you. You know, maybe some of you like to go to do some gaming. So maybe because you are studying that, right? The gaming, sports, maybe do some volunteering activities. What kind of activities that energize you? Activity that energizes me is, yeah, when I talk about volunteering, is something that energizes me, especially with kids. You know, teach the kids something, and then they'll be happy to see you. That kind of fulfillment is there. So what energizes you? And if you could think of that energy, usually is what kind of strengths that people that you use to get yourself energized. Okay. So next is access areas of improvement. Where do you think your gap is? Maybe I should, talk clearly, feel it clearly. What do I need to tell my teammates? There is some gap there. There is some gap in time management. Should have done this earlier. Things like that. And you think of those skills and strengths. Next is connect the dots and summarize your findings. So why did I go through with you 1, 2, 3, 4? Is to identify the strengths and skills that you got from your feedback, your past success, and also what energized you. So if you can connect the dots and if you can see that pattern that you have, then that is your whole strength. Right? And when you find that dot, have you done that already or not? Your whole strength. So I think some of you are thinking in your head and then listening. What really works is when you write it down or put a note somewhere. The last but not least is action planning, reflection, and gratitude. So you want to reflect on, hey, I want to find my personal strength. How can I go far in using my strength? And I have to put the action in it. Like after this, maybe this is what I want to do. And also we have a gratitude list, what you have, and use that as your strength. Okay. Right, everybody so far so good. I'm not making your eyes sleep, right? Okay, and here the reflection is. Okay, one more question. Which would you focus? Fill in your skill gap or sharpen your skills? Fill in your skill gaps.
Oh,
Fill in your skill gaps. I want to see some hands. You want to fill in your skill gaps? Oh, I see everybody at the back there. You want to fill in your skill gap. That's good. Once sharpen your skills. Great. See some hands. Thank you so much. You know, when I put this question out, I was inspired by a story where I find so inspiring because I like to watch football. So anyone football fans here? You know Lionel Messi?
yes.
I love Lionel Messi. My confession. So,
Yes.
the story about Lionel Messi is, you know, he's a great footballer, and he just won that World Cup for Argentina
Yes.
2 years ago. 2 years ago. Oh, that was so good, right? And the story is with connecting to this. So the story with Lionel Messi is, you know that he's very good with his left foot, correct? The fans will know he's very good with his left foot. And when he joined his first football club, guess what the coach said? The coach know that he's very good in his left foot. He knows too. Do you think the coach was like asking him to, okay, now since you're good in your left foot, try with your right foot so you can balance your whole skills? What do you think the coach said? Ask to sharpen the left foot, or okay, try on your right foot. You got it right. The coach asked him, focus on the left foot. And hence, to cut the story short, he did everything with his left foot. Okay, right foot, of course, but like, can't do everything left foot, right? So his left foot, believe it or not, is insured $900 million. 100 million US dollar for his left foot. And hence that is why sharpening your skills is more important than filling up the skills. Important to know where to build up your skills is important, and that's where learning and development in the company is focusing on. But with this story, it's important to sharpen the skills because you also want to ensure something like that valuable, right? What skills do you have? Which is your strongest skill? Sharpen that. Right? If your project management skills, your communication skills is really your strength, sharpen that. Sharpen that until you can be someone that is good in that. Right? Of course, don't forget to build up those skills. So that's the story about mindfulness. It's still in my mind until today. So hence, a lot of time I get inspiration from a lot of other things. Okay, that is step number one. Identify your inner strength. What's number two? Identify critical skills for career advancement. You are here already, you're getting a degree. What is the outside world? If you're going for an internship, very good. They're going for internship, right? Very good. So I would start with internship first when you want to advance your career. This is also still your career journey. So here I'm going to share with you 2024 most in-demand skills from LinkedIn Learning. The first one, no surprise, that is communication. A lot of people say like, I want to improve my communication skills. But do you know that communication skills has a lot of skills like active listening, giving feedback, and how to persuade people, how to be assertive, and those type of communication, because it's very wide. I want to improve communication skills, but what is it? So you need to also identify that. I'm just going to go through with you where customer service leadership, and then go onto the problem solving and teamwork. So this is the most in-demand skills in all of the working environment. And you can see top skill of the moment is adaptability. So when COVID came and gone, it's still here, and a lot of things people adapt. We are resilient beings. You will know until when you're pushed that. So we adapt well and we are resilient beings. And hence I want to focus on these three fundamentals here that you should have. It's essential. I don't like to use soft skill because soft skill is not soft. It's essential skills, it's critical skills that you have to have even in university and also when you go out there. First, of course, effective communication skill. It's not just communication skill, it's effective communication skill. So again, I give you example, active listening. It's like now you're listening to me, but is it actively listening? Are you taking in and reflecting it, or just sitting here, your body is here, but your mind is somewhere else? What I'm going to eat later for lunch, later my, assignment. Later, what kind of assignment I need to do, exam is coming, and those kind of thoughts, right? So here, I want to reiterate, clear articulation is also part of skill. Persuasive rhetoric is also part of that. In the corporate world, it's even more important because you're not working alone. You need a team to work with. So when you talk about communication skill, it's a lot of it. At my level now, my communication skill is stakeholder management. I need to manage the expectation of stakeholders, including the top management, the employees, and also my team members. So that is something that I'm continuing learning by, how do I do that? Like, I keep on talking about it, but I also get a lot of feedbacks. Like after this session, maybe you can give me some feedback, how I can make this session better. And also feedback on like, how did I do with things like that. So these are all for improvement. We learn until like die. Okay. Second is leadership skill. It's also used loosely. Oh, I think I have the leadership skill because I can lead my team. I can bring my team to success and things like that. But do you know leadership skills a lot more than that? So that including vision setting, being a leader, your EQ has to be high. A lot of times at work, I would say it's more of gender, but I think it's gender. Women tend to be more emotional. It's like, why like this? Yeah, you know, that kind of complaining. I thought this employee is stupid or what? Okay. Real work situation, okay. We have that at work, all right. We have that. But EQ is a lot more of you can brand whatever at home, but at front, because people are looking at you as a model maybe, and also employees to look after, especially when you're at age. So we are different in some way that's elevated. A lot of times we have to keep that in, smile, and then cry later. EQ is very important in leadership and able to motivate and empower people. So here, empowering is to give that ability to another person, by empowering you to path your own career. So the third one is problem-solving skills. Easy lah, problem-solving skill, I have that. Okay. Yeah, but what it is? So a lot of times is critical thinking. I once had this critical thinking course. It's quite tough. Because you talk about psychology, you talk about biasness and things like that. And a lot of times when you make decisions with critical thinking, it's very important. Creativity, how to solve certain problems, decision making under pressure. If you're a leader, you have to make a decision. It is always under pressure. You have to make a decision for business. It's either a profit or a loss. Decision about employees, decision about your teammates, decision about yourself. How do you make that? So those kind of skills is really, really crucial. So those three are the fundamentals. Do you have that? No need to answer me. Ask yourself, do you have that? Good, if you have that. If you have a bit of that, also good. So sharpen that skills. Okay, the next activity that I'm going to go through with you is the skill inventory worksheet. So probably I'm going to share this with Dr. Alicia later, and then she will share with you this skills inventory worksheet. I find this very helpful to write down your skills. Sometimes you know who we are, but then a lot of times is you have to put things on paper. And here, your skill, your competency, and this is what most of the corporate people do the inventory. For yourself, you look at all the skills here: adaptability, analytical thinking, critical thinking, decision making, leadership. The first column, you rate it yourself. Hey, I think my accountability very good. I got 4. I put myself 4. And then adaptability 5. I adapt in every situation. And then analytic thinking maybe 2. Okay. And then you sort of rate that according to how you feel that what skills you are. So 1 is less or weak, 5 is excellent, and you rate that. The second column will be skill strength. So what's the difference between skill strength and your rating? So the skill strength is a validation for your column number 2. So if your column number 1. So if you give yourself adaptability 5 in ratings, for your skill strength, you have to come up with examples where you become adaptable. So if your examples are like not many, so your rating will be less. So it's a validation. So if you cannot come up with examples that are adaptable, maybe that rating will be, the skill strength maybe is 3. So you want to assess that. The strategy is, let's say your rating is 3 or less than 3. What is the strategy that you want to impart to yourself in terms of what you can do? Maybe get a mentor, go for online courses, and also network outside. And the importance is, this is more for corporate when you go into your career, the importance to align the company's business goals with your skills. So it is important for the engineer here to be adaptable and agile. Our industry is fast moving, so agility has to be at 5. And that importance is pretty is very high. So the importance is to rank 1 to whatever that number is to let's say adaptability is number 1 importance. So it ranked number 1. And then maybe the second one is critical thinking, number 2. So you rank that importance. Okay, understand? You can put as homework for you. Yeah. Okay, and how you're gonna increase your strength in that? I'm gonna introduce you 70-20-10. Anyone heard of 70-20-10? So 70-20-10 is a learning model. It's a learning model where 70% learning comes from experience, experiment, and also reflection. 70% from my learning is through sabbatical. There's a lot of learning there, but now when you talk about that, it's on the job learning. Put in front there, go and do that job, go and make some videos. That is on the job learning. And examples of skills that you can get from that is you can learn how to solve certain problems, people problem, technical problem, challenging tasks, auditing, reviewing. Auditing, reviewing, when you come to a certain level, you'll be asked to, especially in TNGT, where we are heavily regulated by Bank Negara Malaysia, there's a lot of auditing and also reviewing, which I hate. But I have to do it no matter what, because it's the company's goal to be compliant. 20% is learning derives working with others. 20%. 20% is working with others. And you learn from others. Say, maybe one of the teammates is really good at presenting. So you want to learn from them how they actually articulate themselves. Example here, you want to coach them in that particular technical area. You want to collaborate with them, give and receive feedback. Giving feedback is much more important than receiving. Receiving, you can ask, what is your feedback? This is, I would say this is a culture. We seldom ask for feedback or give feedback. Hey, I think you did very well there, but which part that person did well? Okay. Learning in networks. At this moment of time in the career of my career, networking is important. Even for you now, before you go for your internship or your career, network. Just add anyone in LinkedIn learning or in LinkedIn, not learning. Just add anyone that you find like, wow, this person inspired me, follow them. And then like maybe you like that style or you like that person's principles, follow them, and then you can ask them to be your mentor if they want. That is networking. So networking, I don't have the stats, but I think networking will let you a job more than posting it online, right? So networking is important. Action learning is you do the action and you learn from that. So anything that you want, you have to do something. Hey, like I want to go and do some extreme stuff this weekend, for example. Just do it, right? And a lot of times the world is your oyster. You can learn a lot of things from. 10%. Imagine just 10%. 10% from it is learning from formal interventions. For example, courses like currently we have LinkedIn Learning. It's an e-learning for our company where people go to inside there for courses, and most of the time is company of course sponsor where we have licenses, modules, workshops, e-learning again, and seminars. Even talks like this, it's a sharing sessions. You also will learn something from it. I put an asterisk there, YouTube and Netflix. I learned a lot from Netflix. believe me. I watch a lot of Netflix, but I watch documentary a lot, and I learn from there. And a lot of things I use it for my content, my sharing, right? And I love watching that, and because most of us have Netflix, am I right? Oh no, who don't have Netflix here? So what's the message that I want to tell you is Netflix, YouTube seems, Instagram, TikTok seems like a very social media kind of platform. But do you know those are the most powerful sharing if you use it properly? It's just like your internet. It's just like your ChatGPT. If you use it properly to your own good, finding content, finding something that inspires you in Instagram or in TikTok, that is something that you want to do, right? And that's why I put there my formal learning, informal learning is from education, from Netflix documentary, and actually sometimes movies, right? Okay, next is what time is it? Okay, okay. Step number 3, the last but not least, building resilience. So step number 1, find your inner strength. Number 2, know about what the critical skills for you to go into that journey. Number 3, building resilience. I think because of the pandemic, all of us already built that part of the resilience in us. Not out of a house for a few months, that's resilience. Right? Not meeting our friends, that's resilient. Right? And there is this model here, 5 pillars of resilience. This is scientifically validated by this company, and it's evidence-based model for understanding resilience. So this framework will help you, will include physical, emotional, social, and mental aspects. So these 5 pillars is energy, future focus, inner drive, flexible thinking, and strong relationship. But let me make it easier for you. Remember that road trip? Remember the road trip in the beginning? That your career journey is a road trip? I'm going to bring it back here to building resilience. So the energy is you. The energy comes from you. Do you think you can work? Do you think you can study if you don't have the energy? So as we go inside the car, you are the energy. We need that energy to drive the car, right? So you need that energy. In order for you to get the energy, you need food, correct? In order for you to need energy, more energy is to exercise. Hey, believe me or not, exercising really give you energy. Okay, maybe in the beginning it's like really, really tired, but you will get that energy after you exercise. And also mentally and physically. That mental and physical is very important to get. Imagine, okay, mentally, imagine you're drunk. Do you drive? Hey, you're drunk, you drive. You're drunk, you cannot drive. So the energy is not there. Okay, so mental, physical, very important to drive that car. That energy you need to recharge. How do we recharge? Actually, how do you recharge yourself to get that energy? Sleep, yes, sleep is important. What else? How do you get that energy? By playing games? What's that? Eating? Having fun with friends? Right, so you get that energy from that, some relaxed time. And so we are sitting in the car, you are the energy, you're seated at the driver's seat. Now you want to move the car. Future focus. Future focus here, focus on you're having a map. Okay, now we've got Waze and we have maps. So you open your Waze. Where you want to go? Where's the destination? So the next destination is, that is your map. Where you want to go in your journey, in that road trip or that journey. So you must have that goal, where you want to go. Because you also set, right, in your Waze where you want to go, right? And that is why is it important to have that future focus? Because that will determine how you want to go there and who is going to be with you. That inner drive includes your motivation inside here. You know, inner drive here is the engine of the car. The engine of the car here, your inner drive, your motivation. What, when you fall down, when you fail, how do you get up? So in that term, what is that inside you, that inner drive? And of all road trips, again, I said there will be detour, there will be challenges, there will be potholes, there will be flood. Very famous in Malaysia, flooding. And that's where the flexible thinking comes in. That adaptability. How are you going to be flexible? Oh gosh. Not for example, this is real life. In March, I went to Chiang Mai. I had a road trip, and I went all around up north in Chiang Mai. So I went with a car, and then I accidentally put not accidentally. Actually, I followed my friend's route. Okay, and I followed her route, and I went with the car, and then I stopped at the river, and then it's like, I'm supposed to go to the other side, but guess what? Her route is using a bike. My route is using a car. Her bike can go through the stream or river. My car cannot. How? So it's like, I wasted like 2 hours going through the winding road of Chiang Mai and the forest. And now I have to, what can I do? So I find GPS, what other road to go. No other option but to turn back and use the highway where your car used to go. So hence, that's the story of there will be challenges, but how do you adapt? So it's a funny story to tell because in a way, people like to hear about your sad story, right? Rather than your happy stories. A lot of time humans are like that. You fail, you that kind of things. Like people like to hear that, like bad things. People like to hear bad news more than good news. I don't know why. Okay, so flexible thinking is very important. And lastly, strong relationships. You're not in this world alone. Never. If you think you can do things yourself, think again. In an organization, in a company, you need a strong team. I said strong team. Everyone has to be cohesively together to go to that goal. So your strong relationship in the car is your road trip mates, your friends, and also people on the road that you can ask directions. So that's why I say network, teammates, your team members in your organization is very, very important. So don't break bridges. Even if you're a company and you leave, don't break bridges. Because that's one lesson that one of my ex-colleague did, and she broke that bridge when she left. And it wasn't smooth sailing for her because the hiring world is kind of small, where if you go for a certain industry, it's kind of small. And if there is some kind of misbehavior, the word goes around. Okay? Right. So here are the 5 pillars of building resilience. All you can remember is just the road trip. And this 5 pillars is important. Okay, I'm tired of talking already. Right. I have this last activity for you where it's a mindfulness practice. Building resilience is to be self-aware and be mindful of your surrounding. Okay, everybody stretch. I like that guy who is like stretching. You did good. Okay, everybody stretch out, your hands up. Stretch. Okay. Right. I'm gonna do a mindfulness practice, a very easy one. You can do this anytime if you feel stressed or you want to relax. Or you can hypnotize your friend. Just joking, you can hypnotize your friend. Okay, what is this? I just want you guys to relax and maybe shake your hand a bit, shake your shoulder a bit. Turn. Yeah, I think this chair is big. And just relax. Look around you. This is called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 exercise. Anyone heard of this before? Okay, good. Look around you. Okay, look around you. 5 things that you can see. You don't have to name it, okay? Just five things you can see. I can see all of you. I can see the board. What are the 5 things you can see? Just put it in your mind. What are the 5 things that you can see? Okay, it's done. Right. Next, what are the 4 things you can touch? Ooh. Let my see. 4 things you can touch. Okay. Right. Here comes the fun part. Now close your eyes. Close your eyes, don't peep. Hello, close your eyes. Stop talking to your friends. Close your eyes, everyone. Relax. Yeah, I can still see some. Right. Close your eyes. Listen. Listen. Find 3 things you can hear. Find 3 things you can hear. My voice, of course. What's number 2? What's number 3? Okay, relax. Still closing your eyes. Now, what are the 2 things you can smell? Maybe perfume smell. Smell of the lecture hall aircon. 2 things. Okay, last 1 thing. What is that 1 thing? That 1 thing you can taste. Is it a coffee or your hunger? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. Okay, now take a deep breath. Inhale from your nose. Exhale from your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So do this 3 times. Okay, now I can feel you are hungry and thirsty right now. Okay, so this is a mindfulness practice where if you're alone, you just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and last is taste or feel. So this will bring back to your inner core, like I got this, or if you're going for something important, this is a mindfulness practice where if you're so upset about things, angry, you can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. But this is a mindfulness practice that is quite easy. Okay. So there goes step 1 to 3 in your career journey. There's a lot of things you can find online for resources that you can find more. And I like that Dr. Alicia had just started with her Ikigai, because I love the Ikigai book. And finding your purpose is so important. And if you want to live longer, then you need that purpose and that destination. Okay, I'm gonna let you get out from this immersive travel road trip. I'm going to bring you back to the corporate settings. I'm going to share with you what the fintech trend now in PhD and what we need to learn and also get that knowledge from. And sometimes when you go industry to industry, you need to learn what the company does. So here is 2024 fintech trends that I'm going to just quickly share with you, and how would this be for people like us to work. So this fintech trends is a lot more of consumer use more fintech apps now, and we need to provide financial stability during severe times. There are a lot of emerging payment techniques nowadays. You can see, that's our competitor. Those you can settle and those payment platforms. And bank payments usage will continue to grow. And when we talk about that, cybersecurity is a problem. So hence, AJ here is studying that and how it works for our company. So, and then all the AI. So AI will be realizing how we use our, manage our money. So a lot of times you want to ask AI, what is it? What's your, what you call that? Your financial pattern is like. Okay. Last but not least, I'm going to share with you what are the professional development practices that we have currently. And it's not new because I've told you about before previously, how is it like, why is it important. So we do have LinkedIn Learning and our monthly knowledge series, we call it. So we share about our products. When we need to talk about our products, we need to share those products. And you guys know about Toastmasters Club? Do you have Toastmasters Club here? Right. So we just chartered our Toastmasters Club. It's a corporate Toastmasters Club where we members, the employees will get to join for, of course, sponsored by the company. They get to practice their public speaking, their leadership skills in the Toastmasters Club, right? If you don't know what Toastmasters Club, go and sign it out. Maybe if you're interested in public speaking, you can join those community club outside. It is, trust me, this I just joined, but trust me, a lot of testimonials says that it is really good for your future, for your development, for your career development. Okay. Of course, technical and essential skill, there will be that technology-based program and certification that we are doing currently, lots certification. This year we have big leadership program for all levels. So even if for people managers, new managers, team managers, and management, we do not have all that. Mentorship program for talent management and also high potentials. How in the corporate organization, a lot of companies have talent management. So if you are a high performer, you'll be put into a different development program because you're high potential. How do we know that you're high potential? Your performance review, your rating is very high, and most importantly, behavioral competency is very important. Do you remember our LEAP? Our core values? It is actually part of our KPI. It's 30% of it. So what is important here in an organization is it's not only the skills that you need to have. You have to have your competency in behavior. Imagine if you have, not you, okay. Imagine if an employee have bad behavior, but the skill is very good. Do you think it is detrimental to the company? Right, it is, right? So we don't tolerate bad behaviors. So hence, it is very important for behavioral competency. And currently now, we talk a lot about sustainability, health and wellness. Just now, Ahmad did share what we engagement activities that we have. That is part of the professional development. You join those activities, you get to know the people, you get to know about awareness of ESG, and that's what, right? And hence, this is a snapshot of the real corporate world. Okay, I'm just going to end with my last slide. I just got this inspiration from a recent Netflix movie that I've watched. If you can identify which movie is this from, I really like this quote from Charles Darwin. Who is Charles Darwin? Charles Darwin is the father of revolution. Right? He said it is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is the most adaptable to change. Are you adaptable to change? And we not only want to survive, so if you survive, so I put there, you not only want to survive, but you want to thrive in this environment. So if you thrive, whatever definition of success you have, because that definition is by you, not by others, then you will have that success. Okay, with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I'm done. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Yuan. Round of applause for Miss Yuan as well. I would also like to quote my movie that I just watched Netflix yesterday, but it's Godzilla vs. Kong. Just joking. So thank you so much for sharing. So I hope you guys take it into heart, understand that what was shared, the purpose of it, and how you charted your own journey in your employment itself. So we are now open for Q&A session. But before that, I would like to invite my partner in crime, who again spends all the company money to have fun, to invite Emily.
So yeah, so my partner in crime, okay, that handsome gentleman right there, okay. So we together in TIGD, we spend company money, proudly to say we spend company money to make all of y'all have smiles and laughter in the company. All right, so any questions for us? Any questions? Yeah.
How do you make money? Spend the money.
Find out more when you join TIGD, not just okay. So we have a lot of engagement activities. Just in fact, this year we actually launched our own in-house engagement initiative as well, where we call it Go Engage. Wow, okay, touch and go, right? So Go Engage. All right. So we always have very fun activities apart from only just the main celebrations. We also have events now every now and then, like such as like the Mental Health Awareness Month, or even like we have massages, as you see you and me actually enjoying as well. We also have many fun activities. Sometimes just enjoying some makan, some ice cream or some sports as well. We also have our own sports club. Okay, so if you guys are actually sport enthusiasts, maybe consider, touch and go. QR is here. Okay. So we are very fun. We don't just work. Yes, we work hard. Fintech is very, very fast paced, as my partners has already shared. Yes, it's stressful sometimes, but life can be stressful. Even uni days, I have stress. I have my own stressful times. I think AJ can testify. He's laughing there. Okay, don't know how he managed to pass on his assignments, but yes. So life can be stressful, but we can make stress fun as well. Okay. And yes. Yeah, I think you said how we make money, how we get the profit for that. We don't get profit from your payment when you do and you upload your e-wallet. We don't get money from that. Where you get the money is the consumers using our financial services products like Go Insure, Protect, Go Go Invest. So that all the financial services product where it is bank related, that brings us profit. And hence why our technology team is big and product team with the product team, and that are the core enablers of our business. And we ourselves here, HR and the compliance, the risk, we are supporting the business in that way. So if you ask us like how we support the business, we are not directly really the business, but we are supporting. Does that answer your question? All right, awesome. Okay, any other questions? Yes, no. Okay, I don't see a stand. Oh, yes.
It's your next road trip can bring me about.
Okay, I think that will be a question answer after this session. Okay, go for a road trip. Yes. So, any other questions from the floor? Yes, the gentleman right here. Sorry.
In what way is everything starts against?
Yes, I will pass it to Yuan or Ahmad. So, like I said, average 1.5 years, like almost 2 years. It feels like 5 years. So I times it like 3. One things in a way that once a month we will have a product launch. That is just a product in the e-wallet. And behind all the back end of that product, we have to they have to work on that product. And once the product launch, another coming soon. And not only the product, we have marketing, we have growth team that always have to come up with ideas and to get that money in, right? Like that.
Okay, hi guys, I'm Charo by the way. I'm one part of the talent acquisition team. So to your question just now, fast pace, right? Yuan is one testament of 2 years. I'm one testament of 3 years. So you try to double or triple things up. My methodology is very simple. Any of you guys here using Maybank, CIMB, whatever banks? What about your transaction during 12 a.m.? 12:30 a.m., 1 a.m., 2:30 a.m. Try that on Touch 'n Go e-wallet. You'll see the big difference there. Okay? So that is a very simple methodology I really use. We don't have that so-called downtime per se. Hence, there should be more work to it. Okay? I hope that answers your question as well. Okay? Any other questions for myself or for the team?
To add also, while I hear your question, how fast paced is that? I think nowadays the Gen Z is very much into, hey, where's the work-life balance? Are you all like thinking about that in your mind? Because I get that a lot from that, okay, your generation. Like you're asking me work-life balance. You have a work-life balance, Gen Z. You have work-life balance. You have work-life balance. I would say work-life integration. I integrate my work because work is part of life. You cannot balance it, guys. So work is part of life, and you have to integrate it. How we enhance, we hold strongly to our core values, where passion comes, where love comes. If you hold that strongly, whatever that we have to work until midnight, it's out of passion for the business. Right.
I think just to sum up the topic about work-life balance, how fast it is, the culture itself. As a brand manager, employee branding and also engagement manager in Touch 'n Go Digital, so that's one part that we look at very impactfully. So whenever that you guys talk about work-life balance, not to generalize also, it's not just about Gen Z. Everyone wants work-life balance. Baby boomers want work-life balance. Gen X want work-life balance. Gen Y myself also like work-life balance. I have to say then they know my age. I'm not so old. I'm not that old. Yeah, but what we're trying to share is when you join in a new company at the start of your career, what is the one thing that you can sacrifice? Time. Correct. And what will you get when you sacrifice your time? Money is one thing, and then your skills. You develop your career. And these are the things that, again, like we already said, it's hard to balance. How can you balance when you have so little time in a day? And most of it, for me, is spent by playing games or sleeping. So you also have to think about what can you give at the early stage of your career to ensure that you reap and you sow whatever efforts that you put in at the start of the career. So that's what a lot of when I joined my first company, when I started working, that's what a lot of people told me. The first 10 years of your working is basically for you to grow and develop your foundation. That's the most important thing. And how do you do that? It's basically by sacrifice. You talk about athlete, you talk about Lionel Messi. Everyone has to be able to make some sacrifice in their life to achieve the goal itself. And when you do that throughout the journey itself, it's not the end goal. It's not at the end of the day to become CEO. It's the journey of you bringing that whole career. That's where you will find your ikigai. So invite me for the next section. Any other questions? Anything that you would like to know about how to join Touch 'n Go, or what role can I join, or what benefits do we receive? Anything that you guys would like to find out? Yeah. Sorry. What positions are available? Yeah.
Okay, so we are right now at our peak, I would say, right? So in terms of hiring, it goes from backend people, tech people. It goes from tech people, it goes from product, specialist people. It goes from HR, it goes from every single division, right? Because right now, what I can say is that job hunting is something that you cannot delay in a way. If so, let's just say this is your last semester here, that means you should start looking out now, right? Because nowadays, I can tell you one thing, not one company is just going to give you one interview and then you're going to pass. That is one thing I'm going to tell you guys, okay? You need at least 2 interviews. So if you take the availability of the interviewers, the availability of yourself, that will take more time. And you just can't get one company to compare, right? You got one here, you might want to compare with Bush. You got one over in CIMB, you might want to compare with Maybank, right? So that is why I say this is where, let's just say if this is your final semester, kickstart, wrap up everything now. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, and talking about roles itself, it's not just in TNG Digital. How you guys can find out about the role itself? There's a QR code here that you can scan into. One will take you to our web page, and another one will actually bring you to our LinkedIn page. So in that LinkedIn page, you will see roles from TNG, which is our TNG Senja Berhad, and also TNG Digital. So again, like Cheryl mentioned, there are different types of roles. There are a lot of roles in Touch and Go. Depends on what you want to apply for and what suits current experience that you have. So it goes from technology coordinator and stuff like that. There's also one role specifically for you to just deposit your resume. So if you cannot find any role that suits you, but you're still interested to just drop a resume, so you can find it at the name of the role. You join us. So just have a look there. If you guys have any questions, you can always feel free to reach out to us. Right. So another question from our lecturer here: do we hire 40 years old? Yes, we do hire without discrimination of age and also except child labor. We don't do child. Then, if you are of age and you are of a skill set, we are open to hire. Because let's say we hired someone who heard goats before. Sorry, I didn't hear you. So it matters in terms of the skill set that you bring, especially in a day and age where a lot of this knowledge does not only come from university, it also comes from the things that you do externally, things that you explore externally. Back in the days where computer science was not something that is very shout about, I have a few friends who studied on their own and eventually made a career out of it because there are a lot of knowledges out there. So if you are fit for the skills and you are fit for the role, regardless of age, we are still open to hire. So we see what you bring to the table. So, all right, any other question? Yes, go ahead.
What technology do you use?
All right, so I think I have agent here to answer in terms of technology.
Okay, so just to clarify, we mean technology and then programming languages or types.
Scripting languages.
Okay, so for scripting, we have two different divisions in the backend. So some of them use Java alongside with Python, and then they also have a HTML programming team on their own. And besides that, we have a DBA, mostly towards SQL. And add on to that, that's it. Most of it is towards Java, Python, and DBA, which is SQL.
All right. Any other question? Do take the time. We also have a few minutes to go left. We can still network around. But we also have questions for you to win prizes. But before we do that, do you guys have any other questions? All right. Okay. So I have with me 5 magnificent goodie bags from Touch and Go. Right. What's inside it for me to know and for you to find out. All right. So we have some goodies for you now in a nutshell. So I have 5 with me. So meaning that we have 5 questions. So are you guys ready?
Ding, ding, ding.
All right, let's do an exercise first because we don't have a buzzer to do that. So the first person to raise up their hand. So I say 1, you guys angkat your hand again. We just exercise. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so ready lah. Exercise a bit, okay? All right. This one, quick round. The first 3 questions is quick round, okay? If I see your face, then you have to answer lah when you angkat tangan. If you tak answer within 0.5 seconds, you're not right. Okay. First questions. Where is Touch 'n Go Digital located at?
Bangsa South.
Bangsa South.
That's a long time.
All right. Congratulations. Okay. Easy question gone out already. That was the first one, so of course easy question. Next question is very tough. All right. Next question. What is Touch 'n Go Digital our DNA?
Is it the deep one?
Yeah, it's the deep one, but what? The entrepreneurship, agility, passion.
Okay, what are the basic thing that makes you? Oh, not bad, not bad.
All right. Easy question number 2 done already. This one fast round, okay? The third question. What is step number 1 that you only shared just now? No, that's the rule. That's the 10th commandment. This one is the step for you to empower your journey. Yeah. All right. All right. Round number 4. Thank you for trying. You can after it, you can share with them. All right. Okay. So now the other 2 questions is super hard, so I'll pass it to my teacher.
Okay, not super hard lah. Okay, so you guys know like I see some of you are shaking in your seat already. Okay, I'm also Gen Z, so Gen Z cannot take hard questions. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, so quick one. So what is your key takeaway from today? What's your key takeaway? I want real answers. What's your key takeaway from today? Quick one. No answer. You guys not taking away anything. Hello, UW, I'm here. Yes.
Find a job now before it's too late.
Okay. Can also come.
Round of applause.
All right, last but not least. So after hearing like this whole testimony, after hearing my team share and so on, so I'm very sure that you all will have taken away some experiences, some knowledge from all of us here today. So what is your goal? What is your next action? What is your goal that you want to set from today onwards towards your career path? What is your goal? Yes. Prepare yourself for the future. How are you going to do that? What's your first step?
Filling your skill gaps.
Filling your skill gaps. That's nice. That's good. That's from Yuan's side as well. Congrats. All right, and that concludes our gift session. Okay, so these are actually our exclusive merchandisers. Okay, so for whoever who have not taken anything from today, like the goodie bags and so on, no worries. I'm very sure you guys will have your bags a little bit heavier. Okay, this sounds cliche, but a little bit heavier because you have all the memories created from today and also all the key takeaways. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. So before we end the day, again, I would like to say thank you to UOW management team to also invite us, our team here to be here. We have a token of appreciation, but before we do that, I also would like to invite Dr. Alicia and Dr. Maybe in the future, you guys can also come and office visit to TNG Digital. Then we have more goodie bags for everyone, okay? So we look forward to that. So we have a quick token, a very nice letter to Dr. Alicia. We would like to invite you to the stage and AJ as well for the question.
So.
All right. And one more, if I can invite everyone of the students to just be in front and we can take a group photo before we head off the day. Thank you so much for your time. If you guys have been great, and we are the Touch and Go digital team. Thank you.
So let's give a round of applause against the T&G digital team. About how we can take the company money to have fun, number one. And also remember about that all of us here are our road trip respectively. It's not just only starting when we are working, but you right now is also having your own road trip. For me, I'm glad to have like my colleagues and you, and also over here, we also have like this call and our tour guide, all right, to teach us. But what are the key takeaways? What we want to reflect? What we want to take with us in this road trip? All right. So for your homework, I will let you all know next week. What you all learned, all right, and we will talk about this next week. All right. So since you have something for us, we also have something for you. Why our program leader Mr. Hadi. So for me, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, for your sharing.
One, 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry. Yeah,
And I'd like to present this to Mr. Akmal for showing us how to have fun.
Awesome.
Of course, his partner in crime is Emily Chi. All right, and the very important person in the company, the And of course, last but not least, our very own alumnus, all right, Mr. Asian. All right, so before we leave, let's keep a very memorable memories for the T&G Digital. So let's come down and have a group picture with them. All right, on one day to stay there.
So.
All right. Show your handsome face and pretty face as well. All right.
Okay, girls and boys, whenever you're ready, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. One more. 1, 2. Okay, freestyle everyone, freestyle. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right.
Oh, sure. Yes, I still need to submit in my course. Sorry, during my graduation, right? Okay. Thank you so much.
Is it?